It's Wednesday, the 22nd of July, 1518 CAT, 918 EST. Yeah. Let's try and have a good day, man. Let's try and have a good day. We are almost there. I feel we're almost there, so just potentially one trade away from passing the challenge phase. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Mic on. Alright, let's get it, man. As per usual, we're gonna mark out previous day levels, of course. We do have some time, so let's bring this all the way over here. I don't think, it doesn't look like we're gonna be in previous week levels, so just based off where price is right now. Yeah, but as I'm saying, plenty time to go. Session hasn't even started, so you know, might be calling it a little too early, but yeah, as I'm saying, or as I was saying, this was yesterday's value area low, yesterday's previous day point of control, yesterday's value area high. These have shifted, so let's just mark them out for the day. This is our previous day value area high. Previous day value area high 552.50. Previous day point of control around about 547. Let's drag that out. Yeah, 547 flat. Bring this across as well. It's previous day value area high. And previous day value area low, which is where we are currently seeing some, well, it's where current price action is right now. So we might be looking for we might be looking at potentially playing reversals back into previous day value, you know. So 22 past 23 minutes past 9 New York time. So I have 7 minutes before the open, so yeah, this looks like that's gonna be our previous day of value. let's just mark out our time point of control, our TPOC, right? Around about 542.75, 542.50. Let's go. Let's just confirm it really. Wasn't all that accurate, was it? Yeah, 542.25, 542.50. It's more, I mean, it's not really about like the exact level more than it is about the range, you know, so I'm okay with that. This was yesterday's initial balance, so we can remove this right now. And yeah, let's try to get ahead of our overnight session levels. Well, this isn't exactly where they're supposed to be, but let's drag them out till so about this time frame, just a little closer to today's open, you know. Maybe before. Should we do this first? Yeah, let's do this first. Just have a look at the composite volume profile and just see where we are in relation to previous volume sessions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So yeah, I mean, still around about the value area low, which value area low is at what, 512.25. So maybe, yeah, 512.25. That could be important today. We'll see how it goes. So first, I do feel a little nervy though today because we're so close to passing the evaluation. So I just need to be a little more cognizant than I usually am, you know. But you know, overnight value just around about 512. Yeah. So I think the safer trade today to play would be around overnight value area low, to be honest. Not call it safer. I mean, every trade we make has inherent risk, right? But just kind of being aware of the fact that this is where our what do they call it? That's where our composite value area low is, right? So around about 512. So yeah, so maybe buying up the 512s. 512s for 499s maybe. Possibly this high volume node, but I mean we're all the way in the 520s right now, so not to say that it can't happen, you know, but just playing the probabilities. But yeah, I think that's these are all of our levels. These are all of our levels. We'll just wait, of course, for the market to officially open, and then we'll just double check that our value area, that our value levels are correct for the overnight. So yeah. Hope you have a good day today. See how it goes. Alright, so that's officially the open. Our value levels haven't shifted. Our overnight levels haven't changed. So let's switch back to RTH, and then we can have an idea as to where we are in relation to yesterday's value levels. Again, if you're watching, you shouldn't have placed a trade. Why not? Not financial advice, of course, but yeah. So that's our overnight value area high. Previous day point control, overnight point of control, overnight value area low. So maybe 512s. Yeah. Even entry or north of 512s. There is a little bit of liquidity around 504. So, could watch if we do get down here. But yeah. Still time. And just looking at the TPOs, this was our open from yesterday. We closed higher. We opened higher than our open yesterday, but again we opened lower. We opened lower than our close. So potential gap fill. Yeah. Our close also was below the TPOCs. Just 541. Yeah, not that far off, but again, it's kind of similar to the day that we had, how we've been opening the previous kind of sessions. There we go. It's overnight value area high. Try and make a move up to the point of control, which is at 590. It's about 60 points up. Might be interested in that if we break 552s, maybe during the A prints, then maybe if we're really keen for looking for longs above 552, but again, with that, we haven't really accepted inside the previous week value, right? Zooming out, we haven't traded into previous week value just as of yet, so might be one of those where you just have to be patient. I mean, you'll always have to be patient with our entries, right? But I'd be more keen for longs around here. 512. This feels pretty strong. It doesn't come all the way here. You know, if we break out a previous day value, hit the overnight point of control, bounce back, then maybe the longs from the previous day value area are low. But yeah, but not immediately, you know, not immediately. Yeah, let's wait and see. CVD kind of stalled here. So that's the overnight value area high. Yeah, makes sense as well. Just wait and see. Alternatively, a more aggressive trade would be a short of overnight value area high, targeting previous day value area low. But it's one of those, I don't really feel like it's 50-50 because the TPOC is right there, and the previous day point of control is also right there. So. Check the economic calendar. I don't think we have any news. I mean, there is news, but it's low impact news. Crushing crude oil, stocks change, crude oil imports, gasoline stocks change, gasoline production change, heating oil stocks change, you know. Yeah. So kind of between a low volume node here on the composite. This could be early resistance at 545. So let me think. If we can break outside of 545, above the previous day value area high, and break into previous week, then 590s maybe. Uh, 9:39 EST, 6 minutes away from our trading window. I mean, the fact that our overnight fair value is below previous day value is also somewhat indicative of maybe where the market wants to go, right? I mean, there's not really a lot of weight from the overnight levels, you know what I mean? But, you know, this was fair value before the open. If it was within value, then, you know, I guess maybe then expecting an up move would be logical. Camera's glitching. It's all good though. We're approaching time TPOC again. Yeah, I think I'd avoid like trades around the point of control or around around the point of control, around the TPOC. Yeah, because along here, logical target would be previous day value area high, and as I was saying, we haven't actually got to a point of accepting value within accepting within previous week value. So this would be a more sensible long. Stop would have to go. Stop would still have to go to previous day value. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like there would be some resistance around here and the point of control. So. Not really too enthused by that idea. $15.45. So I mean, that is a break outside of overnight value area high and plus a gap fill. Let's give it a try. That's time point of control and plus gap fill. So let's see. I mean, this is, yeah, I feel like overnight value area high is the safer place to put a long entry. If we do come back and then get tagged in, and then we'll see if we can break through this, or we just break through this once, and then if we don't get the tag in here, then maybe we would just have to watch what happens around here. We'd have to take this order off. But as I was saying, did kind of expect there to be some form of resistance around the previous day TPOC, right? Just if it is going to be a trend day, if it is going to be a trend day, we are above VWAP. We are outside the current volume profiles value area high, which is overlapping with overnight value area high. So maybe we'll see. Still would have much preferred an entry around overnight value area low. Let's see. Got a few ticks away from the entry there. see if we can get filled here. Literally like one tick away from it. Okay, so we're filled at overnight value area high. Let's see. Thank you very much, Mr. Market. So now what's important is break above TPOC. So break outside of 542s, break through 542s, break through 547s, maybe 552s. But what does need to hold? The overnight value area high needs to hold, or else we would be coming down to the overnight point of control. And we know TPOC is 533s, so 533s around about the developing volume profiles overnight point of control. So let's see if we can break above yesterday's time point of control. Please. that's time point of control, or yesterday's TPOC. So if we can break above that, then of course then the next kind of roadblock would be, overnight point of control. CVD seems to be supporting the move, so if we can get to previous week value, I mean, that would be great. It is a bit of a long shot because we haven't been there this entire week, so not really a long shot, but a lot of work needs to go in for us to accept inside previous week value. Whether we can do that in this session remains a question, right? So and on time, developing TPOCs all the way down here at 533. So I wouldn't want us to let go of this level. If anything, I'd like to see this shift up. If this can shift higher than yesterday's TPOC, then fantastic. Alright, here's the overnight point of control. What do we get here? Push through, or do we push it back low? Yeah. So let's watch for 547s here, 545s. That was a pretty strong push up. 546, 547s. Okay, so that's a semi-clean breakthrough. So that was a 548s. Okay, so now to hold above 547. Right? Let's see if we can push. We can push it to 552s. We can push it to the previous day value area high. This was the trade I was saying I wasn't really too confident about taking from the previous day point of control, because really from here it's 50-50, right? We can go to the, this is fair value. So this is yesterday's fair value. So we need to make a decision as to whether this is accepted today or whether we want to find fair value somewhere else. Because as is, the developing profiles point of control is down here at 533.75. So if there's no acceptance here, then 533.75. Which would not be ideal. Yeah. 548. $548.50s. And then again, psychological level 550s. I would expect to see some resistance, right? Hate that I called it. Yeah, we can break through 550s, then previous day value area high. And then now it's really a test of, do we want to remain inside yesterday's value, or do we want to find value? Seems like we are in price discovery just from the way the profile looks right now. All right, 550s. We're printing 550s, so that's good. That's okay. Just need to stop printing 552s, 553s, you know. And then this is kind of our Goldilocks zone, really. This is where we're gonna, you know, either we get TP or we don't. Just look at the composite as well and just see where we are. Volume nodes, high volume nodes. Yeah, so I'd like to see what 546s hold. So around about the overnight point of control, the previous day point of control. CBD's kinda stalling. But yeah, we've had a B print above the A's, so you know, we can continue printing above this column here. Fantastic for us. What we don't want to see is we don't want to come back to, you know, down here. But at least the TPOC's moved up to 546, 547. Okay, 551s. Okay, 550s, 551s. Pretty aggressive selling around about the 551s. Seems like there's a passive seller that's protecting this value area high. So at least we're still in the B period, so you know, I would like to see us break above this before initial balance is set. That would be great. 551 50s again. 551 25s, 25s, 50s. 552s, 275. Alright, so that's our previous day value area high. Can we break above it or not? 552.50 again. So as I was saying, like, you know, this entire week we've been protecting previous week, you know, the previous week value. So here we go. Literally $40 away from passing this one. Let's see if we can get that reload from the previous day value area high. Break and retest. Try and get back inside previous week value. Failure, which I mean, we just fall through, which would suck, but our value area high is shifting higher as well. What hasn't changed is our point of control. So our POC is still all the way down here, which does make sense. We had a little bit of consolidation here before we made that up move. So maybe we get a little consolidation around this area. Our TPOC, our TPOC has shifted higher as well. We are around 547.25, so kind of overlapping with the previous day point of control, which is also overlapping with the value area high. So yeah, as I was saying, you know, we've been protecting, not we, but I mean, this entire week. You know, we haven't really broken into previous week value. We got like pretty close. You know, 552. This was on Monday. Yeah. 552, and then yesterday 554.25. You know, kind of broke that 556.25, but just wait it out. We're super close there though. 556.25, damn. Kind of a small, well, actually was giving, yeah, kind of a little volume node over here, high volume node. But yeah, the momentum was with the buyers there. Let's give it time. Also at the developing volume profiles, value area high. So again, I mean, if we fail to hold above this, then we are going to fall into it. If we fall into value, then previous day point of control, that would be the logical target. We would have to get through this TPOC as well, and also get inside overnight value. The momentum still is with the buyers, I think. Our delta is superbly positive, right? It's 5,000, 6,000. Doesn't mean that it can't change, but and just watching the TPOC, as long as that can hold, I'm cool. Lots of single prints down here. Again, just showing you this momentum, right, from 3 till 4. From 9:30 till 10. Okay, so yeah, so look, our point of control has shifted. We're at the point of control now. We could take profits and have less to do tomorrow, or we could wait for this to play out. That does come with the risk of not of ruin, but it does come with the risk of completely letting go of value. Right? You could have got a look above and fail, and then you come all the way down to previous day value area low. That can happen, or we come and test the open, but our point of control has shifted higher, so we are kind of around where our TPOC is, right? So developing volume profile, point of control, previous day point of control, time point of control. And just below that, yesterday's TPOC. So if this is fair value, if this is accepted, then you might see maybe a bounce around here. If not, then let's give it time. Let's have a look at the profile. To be honest, because we might have actually printed we're good. Like 129 or something. Although maybe we printed like a double digit or something. But 129 is quite I'd say there's like some unfinished business at the top here. Whether we can get back is Our value area high is now right on previous day value area high. So today's premium is yesterday's premium. That's our VWAP. Do we hold that or do we fall below it? CPOC is also shifted lower. It's not fantastically great. Hello? Yeah, it's fine. We're growing our own chickens. Ugh. Calma, calma, calma. Yeah, I think I'd be a little more comfortable if the value area low can shift a little higher. I mean, where it is isn't too terrible. You know, we still can get a break below this, target these lows. You know, but yeah, kind of how I feel about it is that if we do come back inside overnight value, then overnight levels then are in play, you know. But at the same time, my thing is, my hope is that the participants that push this up are still present, you know, and that they can hold whatever, even if it's just like a sweep of liquidity at the bottom, at 531, you know, cool. But whomever was present to push this up, you know, it's gonna cause them a lot of pain if price gets below this. So as long as our delta remains positive, you know, we'll just hold the trade, just trust the thesis, you know. So we got like really close to previous week value. I would like to see this being retested again. This being retested now would be the developing volume profile value area high. Today's volume profile value area high being tested. So barely get a break above that, then I'm just gonna have to take what we can get today, and come back tomorrow with a little less to do. Which some might argue should have done earlier. 8.5 minutes away from initial balance. Pretty strong prints of 545s. The upside, that is 45.75. Let's check the composite again just to make sure we are where we want to be. Excuse me, monsieur. If we can get above like 546s, 549s, like this little volume node over here, because right now from where we are, this is going to provide, this is going to be resistance, you know, so not too fantabulous right now. I think we are almost break even. Alright, so here's our test. So what do we do here? Do we break back inside value and, you know, target overnight value levels, or do we get a rotation from value area low? You know, do we sweep? Do we get some liquidity here, reload, you know, or do we use this as a launch pad to, you know, send us going lower? Did we even sweep this low here?
Every drum is something new.
538s, 38s, 38s, 39s, 40s.
Heartbeat slowing on my line. Lost in time, I'm in let go. Just feel the beat. Only now and day to me. City lights are soft and blue. Can it know the world is true? Every shout is deja vu. Stuck inside this endless mood. Heartbeat slowing on the line. Lost in time, I'm in the time. Don't let go. Just feel the beat. Only now and day to me. No words, no sound, just a sound. We play, we dance through every beat and chance. Send us
3 minutes away from initial balance.
waking straight, only flows.
This does feel probable now, doesn't it? Because I mean, let go of value area high, point of control. So I mean, if we do break outside of the profile's value area low, then I mean, even right now as is, this is a magnet now. You know, so
Say it clear, just let it be.
let's be fine support here.
No breath, just end it, just in death. Still closer, turning me. This moment.
Alright, but our point of control is shifted lower now, so
Slowing on the line. Lost in time, I'm in the time. Don't let go, just feel the beat, feel the beat. Only now I'm day.
maybe that shift of point of control is gonna save us, you know what I mean?
Sun goes, steady sounds. Soft and sun in the ground. Oh, this
What would be
street's
better
full
is
of sound.
for sellers to step buyers to step in.
Comes back around. Neon signs and silver grace. Every breath is found its place. We don't rush the quiet sound. We just learn to roll down.
I'm gonna move this a little lower. Yeah, I'm gonna move this to overnight point of control just to avoid like wicks if we do get here.
Sun goes, the bass turns slow. In the sun, leaves to grow. Street lights.
Yeah, a few more seconds until initial balance. So yeah, I think let's draw them out.
City breathing soft and clean, moving slow but in this feet.
Oh man, I don't like being in the market around initial balance.
Heartbeat
That's initial balance officially set. So as to which one we target is now 50-50. Initial balance low is closest. So I mean, you would expect us to get back here. But initial balance high would be quite a plot twist. You know what I mean? Because one of these has to be hit. $34.75s. Where is this? 525. Yeah. Break outside of overnight value. Alright, so we're above overnight value now. Let's see if we can break above VWAP. Break above VWAP, basically we just have to do the same thing that we did earlier again. Drive it. Professor Hindsight says we should have got out at previous day value area high. Of course, that makes sense now. Yeah. seems to be a buyer absorbing these cells down here. So this is fantastic for us. Seems like we're still being chopped around here, hey?
Sunrise, and the stories are found about. And I see what you did, and the only things I do. I'm reaching the sky. Of all I know, you see too far. And I don't wanna forget.
So is this a sweep of liquidity, or is this a continuation in lower?
I wanna be your man. You know the things I've done. I wanna be the vice you wear. And if you lost your friend, I wanna be your man. I'll never be this kind. I wanna hold you like a child. And if you lost
This is kind of turned a little V-shaped now, you know? All the volume is down here now. So we had a shift of momentum where we had like the buyers were in control, right? Which is how we got this, up move here, which I thought was gonna be price discovery, right? Yeah. But then again, round about the same area where I had mentioned that we have been protecting previous week value, this week. So we saw that aggressive push down. But if we can get back up here, either in this print, in the C print, can get back and retest this initial balance high, and then for sure, then maybe we can get back into previous week value, right? But yeah, but just from like where we are in the profile and how close we are to initial balance low. Not that I've never seen us like this close to IVL and then we went to IVH. I've seen that before, but it's kind of tilting a little more towards IBL right now, which also could be a trap, for people who are trying to go short from here. And if you're going short from here, what are you targeting? You're targeting this low, right? So, but if they can't take out this low, then yeah, and then it's previous day value area low, and then if that goes, then of course then it's the overnight point of control, which would be unfortunate, because we're like so close to, as I was saying, we're like really close to we're really close to TP, man. But yeah, Remo Strada, here we go. That's the first break below value area low. If it does close solid, and then break, retest, further downside. But if they fail to get this break, then rotation back inside value. So leaning more on the seller side, but again, if they fail to get the reward, then they get exhausted around here. But yeah, I mean, our CVD is showing us exactly who's in control, is it not? Still are positive, but like barely, so. And our value area low just shifted low as well, so but at least kind of in this like in between space where right now we could cancel the trade, right? We could just take the $200 loss, whatever it is, right? Based off what we're seeing, price action, the C print, CVD, right? But then again, at the same time, certain things haven't been tested, like IBL hasn't been tested. So until this is hit, and then even after it is hit, if it does get there, right, and then still previous day value area low, And so with that, I'm just kind of in this space where I just kind of feel like, well, if we are going to get stopped out, at least let the market work for it, right? Let's not stop ourselves out of position. Let's not call it ourselves and be like, oh, okay, well, this clearly isn't working. You know what I mean? It's like there's certain, like there are places, like there's invalidation points, right? Like was this uncomfortable? Yes, it wasn't. It still is uncomfortable because you still are in drawdown, right? For the day, that is, not like overall. But as I'm saying, like if we are gonna get stopped out, at least let the market work to stop us out, right? Let it not just be a thing where, you cancel a trade yourself because, you know what I'm saying? And of course, I mean, there are exceptions, I guess maybe when we got here, we could have considered like closing that. But again, it was one of those things where it's like, unless you have a time machine, then you'd know, right? But still a logical target, so I'm not gonna change that just as of yet, until one of these gets hit. If IVL gets hit, then we get stopped out. If IVH gets hit, then maybe we have a chance to get that, because that's like what, it's like 2 points away. 2 points away from initial balance highs, so yeah, we'll just like let it play out. As uncomfortable as it is, I think just kind of learning to sit in the drawdown. I think also another thing that kind of helps the situation is that I have had like really bad trades. No, not calling bad trades. I've had like good trades that I managed badly, and during those trades, like I'd open up my stop loss and change my daily loss limits and stuff, and I have seen $800, like negative $800. So now like negative $200 doesn't really shake me as much, you know what I mean? Because I've got like, I've got to points, there's been days where, the drawdown was almost like 1,100. And then we closed in like 600, minus 600, that is, And still I came back and I still made it back somehow. Over a couple of days for sure. But I'm not to say that like I'm gonna open my daily loss limit now to 1,000, right? But as I'm saying, just like could have kept my stop at 523. Right? But then again, just kind of feel like, what if we get here to initial balance low, and then we just tap value area low and we go back up, you know what I mean? So if it is gonna stop us out, then let it work hard to stop us out. Is essentially what I'm saying. And then again, also with like our targets, today could have gone like, we went long from overnight value area low, overnight value area high, that is, sorry. And conservative trade would have been up to, the previous day point control. An even better target would have been the previous day value area high. But I am trying to pass the account today, so previous week value area high is like right there. So, we'll see how it works out. And again, like doing that would just mean, cool, maybe it would have been 100 and something, like $200 away from passing, right? It would just mean like coming back another day, an extra day, and working for 200 instead of whatever it could be after if we lose this trade. So I guess those are like the small things, not really small things, they're big things. Those are the things that I need to improve on. But we have time, right? So I don't need to be perfect by the end of the week or by the end of the month. Right, just gradually over time, it takes like another 6 months, or even if it takes like 2 years. Yeah. So. This is pretty good for us. I mean, this is a failed break of value area low, so can we get back up to value area high? And then when you do get like 543s, can we break above 543s? And then if we do break above 543s, can we break above the previous day point of control? Because liquidity, right? Like people who went short from here. Yeah. I mean, like people went short from here, like their stops are like here or here, right? So if you went short from here, your stops is probably here. If you went short from here, or from here, your stop is probably here. So you can sweep this liquidity, break above the VWAP. I guess the VWAP, this is also going to tell us what the participants want to do. Do they want to sell it or do they want to buy it, right? At least we'll know what type of programs are running right now, on the retest of this. Just kind of have to sit tight, man. I am hungry. Alright, so that overnight value area high again. We get a break above it or not. I'm gonna turn the volume up, boys. I'll be back in a second. disregard everything I said the last 5 minutes, I guess. But yeah, what was I saying? I was saying we have the tools now to maneuver initial balance, right? We have like our IB over here, you know. You can't see what our IB is on the TPOs, but then the prints also kind of give us an indication, right? They kind of give us a sign as to whether we're breaking above initial balance, whether we're accepting initial balance, whether we're staying within initial balance, you know, just from a quick glance on the TPOs, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of see that, you know. Deep prints around here, fantastic. Just have to sit and wait. And also, just because we are where we are right now in the market and on the profile, doesn't mean that we still can't come back here, right? You know, we had a failed breakout lower, and we could get a failed breakout higher, you know what I mean? So at least it's still, you know, I feel like at every moment in the market, it's like what I'm starting to learn is that like at every moment in the market, there still is a 50-50 chance of either outcome, right? We could go higher, we could go lower, right? So the point of control, we could go higher, we could go lower. When we get to the value area high, we could go higher, we could go lower. We break outside of value area high, we could go higher, we could go lower. You know, just kind of working around like what are the magnets, like what are the magnets around that would pull price towards it, right? And initial balance is one of those things, you know, is one of those magnets, you know what I mean? So this, us targeting previous week value area high is not because previous week value area low, is not because previous week value area low is the top, is a magnet. All right, what's the magnet is initial balance, right? Just as it was here, it was like 50-50, you know, but someone stepped in here, you know, or a bunch of people stepped in here and pushed this higher. So, you know, so this is now the closest magnet, you know what I mean? So we can pull price towards this, and then now it's 50-50 again from initial balance, you know, because we could just tap it and then come back lower, or we break above it and then finally we get inside previous week value, you know. So kind of looking at it, thinking of it like that, you know. Here we go. This is yeah, pretty close to previous day value area high. So just watch the prints as well, yeah. Just watch what happens with the time and sales and the CVD. Start getting really impulsive moves, then we have a really good chance of breaking high, you know. So all right, here we go. So previous day value area high, do we reject it? Do we break? Initial rejection. 552 sales. 552s. That's what I was saying like earlier, like, you know, this could have been our initial target, and then tomorrow we'd just be coming in for a little less, you know, like 150 is what we'll be coming in for tomorrow. But I do want to get this over the line today, so might be an idiot thing to do, you know. 550s. Do we buy back 550s or do we let go of them completely? Okay, 549, 75s. Lots of them coming in there. 552.5s. Just watch the speed of the time and sales as well. You know. And I chose a song that was like long on purpose because I don't want to be constantly checking the music in the background, you know. And okay, 550s is good for us, you know, even if like, of course, like sales are gonna come in, which is normal, you know. It's just the nature of them when they come in is what's important, you know. It's one of those can you stand the rain type of days today. You know? 550s, 51s, all right. Remember that passive seller is at the top here, you know, who's been around for like the last 3 days. Well, yesterday and on Monday, you know. That's really the only roadblock, you know, right now. I mean, yeah, sure, we still need to do some work to break above this, right? So check the composite and just make sure. Yeah, you see, we're like at a volume node right now, 552.5, 550s. So 555.25s maybe. '51s, 5150s. Alright, here we go, maybe. I'm not gonna lie. This is stressful work. My cortisol levels are higher than I was in my early 20s. Nothing much really on the CBD, you know what I'm saying? Nothing really giving me any confidence that we want to go higher. Ah, 550/50s. That was a lot. '51s, 50/75s. CVD's finally let go though, and we let go of the 550s. So previous day value area high. It's kind of our next shot. Previous day value area high overlapping with the previous day, not previous day value area high. Value area high overlapping with the previous day point of control. So today's premium is yesterday's fair value. You know, so but it is shifting higher. So today's yesterday's fair price is expensive today, basically. You need to break above these highs, otherwise this move is gonna die very quickly. Back in the 50s. Alright, well, do we get the resultant break or not? 51s. Yeah. 75s. We get 52s, 5250s, that'd be great. CVD's trying to push up as well. There you go. Previous day value area high. 53s. Barely. Goldilocks zone again, boys. I swear to God, we're like $95 away, man. We're another 4 points. What would be dumb though is if let me not move it. I was gonna say what would be dumb is if we do get TP and we still need to come back tomorrow. We still need to come back tomorrow either way, but just a sweep of these highs. Playlist almost done. Oh, lots of letting goes there. 52.25. I'm gonna tape this slowing down around here. And we're gonna be around for the e-prints. I'd much rather not. $554.50. All right, here we go. Initial balance. Can we get a break above initial balance high? Yes or no? We're like $37 away now, man. Hands off keys. Did it, boys. That's taken months to get done, bro. This is our first eval done. Point of control this shift low, I didn't actually see that. Down to 550. So yeah. it in. Now I just need to do it again. I just need to do it again with real money this time. Well, still simulated funds, but still need to do it again. So excuse me if I don't sound excited. It's crazy. An hour 30 though. I'll talk about it in just a little bit. I just need to I just need to make sure I've downloaded everything that I need to for journaling purposes and all of that. So Yeah, so I guess we can talk about it now. It's mad at, like, really rotated at previous week value area low. But yeah, I'm really happy that I've passed one of my evals now. 22nd of July. I started actively journaling my trades beginning of June. Doing the lives beginning of June. So yeah, so it's taken about almost 2 months to get the first eval, into funded. And I mean, it could have happened earlier. We were on Lucid and then we lost those accounts. I was about 200, 300 up on one account, 300 up on the other account. I managed to get out of drawdown. But then again, like, rules are rules. And, like, trying to trade I was trading from a restricted country, so they took away the accounts, which they were 100% in their right to do so. But that kind of, it hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie. Because we had made some pretty fantastic progress, I felt, and instead of giving up on it, just picked it up again, from the 7th. So I mean, started the FundedNext on the 7th of July. How many weeks is that? So 3 weeks now. Yeah, circa 3 weeks is the 3rd week, and one of the accounts is funded. So super happy about it, super chuffed about it. But I've been here before, I've been at this stage before, and it didn't work out last time. It's not to say that it's not going to work out this time, but I also don't want to be complacent right now. So I don't want to celebrate earlier than I should. I'm still going to take the time to celebrate the dub for sure, because I know there's not a lot of people who get to who manage to get to funded, so yeah, so I'm not taking it for granted at all, but again, in the same light, I still do need to work on account 2 and account 1, and get that one to the same, and get it to funded as well. So that's gonna be tomorrow and on Friday. I'll also have, like, the entire of next week, to get, what I'm saying, to get it funded. And then beginning of August, then we can start beginning of August with 2 funded accounts. If we get funded before the end of the week, then great, but I feel like that would be pushing it, because I'd have to make like $1,000 on each day, on both days. So is it possible? Yes. But again, I don't want to push myself more than I have to, so just take it pretty much the same way we did with this one. Get our base hits, get our immediate targets, just read the market as well as possible, as well as we can. Find the trades that make most sense for for our risk parameters. I feel like that's going to be important. And yeah, just try to not overcook things and not overthink things. But yeah, we did this one in 4 days, man, and super proud of myself. But still need to come back tomorrow and just keep it pushing. As I said, I will take time later tonight, maybe to just kind of like give myself a little pat on the back for getting this far. But yeah, I still do need to journal this. I do need to journal this. There was some, like, trading from overnight value area high to what was initial balance. Well, we didn't know it was initial balance yet, but trying to hit the previous week value area low was aggressive, right? And we had to sit through almost getting there, and then almost getting stopped, not almost getting stopped out, but like being in drawdown, you know, and then from there, then finally getting our target. We had to sit through all of this. You know, I had to sit through all of this because I was just trying to get it funded today, you know, which isn't really like best practice, right? Could have got that and then come back tomorrow, and then, you know, look for a little less tomorrow. You know, this could have gone badly. We could have retraced all the way here, and then initial balance could have been set. Initial balance could have been hit, you know, so and then that still would have given us more to do, you know, later on, you know, so yeah, so, you know, it's just like small things, as I was saying, it's like small things that I feel like I just need to kind of like improve on. But with the funded, I'm not going to be doing this, you know. I know I do have like a $200 minimum that I have to make over 5 days, so once we get that, you know, put our stops there. Whatever happens after, we'll take our stops, we'll take our profits, whatever, you know, we'll just trail our profits and just get as much as we can once we get to the funded. But that's going to be something that we're going to have to be prepared for and ready for August. You know, start a new month with 2 funded accounts, and yeah, and then go at it again like that. So yeah, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna go journal this and get something to eat, and yeah, get something to eat. So but yeah, shout out to you if you've been here and if you've been following the journey, man. I'll rename the title, I guess, just so that it's a marker, right? But yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place, 9:15 EST.